If you're dating a woman and she's heavily involved in social media, I gotta be honest with you, I don't think she's really invested into the relationship. Um, a lot of women do this. They'll literally have a boyfriend. They'll be on social media constantly trying to get all kinds of validation from everybody worldwide. It can lead to the breakdown of the relationship. I know it's happened to me in the past where I've had girlfriends and they've been heavily involved online, and it's caused major problems because other men get involved in the relationship. Now you have some sort of like triangulation going on, so multiple men are trying to get the same woman. She'll keep all these guys on the back burner for future supply, for future narcissistic supply. A lot of these women are narcissists. Um, you know, and it gets to the point of being ridiculous. Because the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because I saw a couple today that I know from the past. They're actually really sweet people. They're actually very kind, sweet people. But I ran upon his girlfriend's page. She's got some sort of social media page going on. And I feel bad for the guy, honestly, because she's out here trying to get all kinds of validation from people like myself. She wants likes on her posts, she wants comments. In my personal opinion, a woman that's heavily involved on social media, I don't think she's super invested into her relationship. I've had literally serious relationships in the past, and they were always involved with social media, which meant several other men were on the back burners. I remember one time a girl I really cared about, I was kind of dating her, showed up at my house. She said, "Hey, Steve, I'm going to be staying the night with you." Then social media, somebody hit up her on social media. She was out the door to go stay with that other person. That's why social media is such a problem, is you're not having a one-on-one relationship. It's not one-on-one. So like in this example, this couple, like I said, they're a very sweet, nice couple, but the girlfriend's online doing social media stuff. And in my personal opinion, if you have a girlfriend that's heavily involved in social media, trying to get all that validation, then she's not super involved in the relationship. She's not super invested in the relationship. Because if she was, she wouldn't be trying to get all kinds of validation from people like myself. I'll see her post come up on my timeline. That's how I noticed this account, because it came up on my timeline. I didn't even reach out to this person or anything. Her face came up on my timeline, and I know her from the past. This is a couple that has a baby that is in a serious relationship. But the fact that she's online, being a social media influencer, taking all kinds of photos, posting all kinds of photos, in my personal opinion, that's either A, an open relationship, B, a couple that's into threesomes, C, a couple that's into an open relationship where other people are involved in their relationship. Because you don't think at the end of the day it bothers her husband or boyfriend. I guarantee it bothers him, and he just doesn't say anything. Because you think he likes other men liking his girlfriend's post or commenting on her post. Quickly, these guy friends that this person has, they could easily turn in a relationship. So if she has guys on her Facebook that are liking her posts, hitting her up, commenting on her posts, these type of friendships can quickly turn into, a relationship. It all starts, just like one of my friends said recently, it all starts in the talking phase. Another thing I noticed that these girls like to do is they like to have guy friends. They'll be in a relationship with a guy and have several guy friends. They mostly do this for supply. Like I said, most of these women out here are narcissistic. A lot of us men are narcissistic. Like, people think I'm a narcissist because I have my own YouTube channel. They'll have these side guy friends. They'll literally have a boyfriend, but then they'll have 2,000 friends on Facebook. They'll have 2,000 guys trying to get after them. They'll have people commenting, hearting their posts, commenting on their posts. This is all backup supply, guys. This is all backup supply for that girl, for your girlfriend, for your wife. They're literally getting backup supply. All these guy friends they have is backup supply. You don't think these guy friends they have want to actually sleep with them? Of course they do. Of course they do. All these guys they have on their social media, 99% of them want to get in their pants. 99% of them want to have sex. You know, I dealt with this a lot in my last relationship. I was in a serious relationship, yet my ex-girlfriend was heavily involved on social media. She had a lot of guy friends on social media. Most of these guys are her backup friends. You know, if I wasn't around, she'd hit these people up, get a ride somewhere, get a ride to the store. Like I said, they use all these backup guys as supply for themselves. So if their boyfriend's not around, they can get attention on social media. They can talk to someone on social media. Maybe they could get a guy to pick them up if they're having car trouble, or a guy take them to the store if they have no vehicle. That's why they keep all these guys on the back burner for backup supply. Like even my last relationship, you know, for the most part, it was pretty good. But she had like all kinds of backup guys that she was, you know, friends with. She would tell me all the time, these guys are just my friends. But 99% of them wanted to have sex with her. 99% of them wanted to get in her pants. And this is while we were dating, guys. This is while we were dating. She had all these guy friends. She would tell me nothing happened. I probably believe her. She's a pretty honest person. She'd tell me nothing happened with these guys. I'd like to believe her. She's a pretty honest person. But women in general, you know, I don't even have to talk about my private life. Women in general have all this backup supply. They get on social media for validation. But when it comes to this younger couple, I would say that they're probably in an open relationship, because she's reaching out on social media for new friends. She's reaching out on social media for backup boyfriends. She's reaching out on social media for validation from people like myself. Even though I'm just these people's friends, you know, she wants people like my because women, they like this shit. That blows smoke up their ass. They like it. You know, and then, you know, add everything else in the relationship that makes things hard, like mental illness that can ruin relationships. I've dealt with that a lot with women in my life. Mental illness can literally ruin a good relationship. It's happened to me several times. If you guys have anything to add to this, please leave it in the comments. Thank you for being subscribers. Thank you for liking the video. I hope you guys have a blessed day. You can check out my Amazon shirt in the comment section. I'm going to leave a link so you guys can click my Amazon t-shirt. It's listed for $15.99. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Till next time.